I look a mess. I be coming on camera just looking any type of way. Like, it's really crazy. I'm gonna put this down because I be shaking. I can't put this down. Great. I'll have to deal with the shakes. Deal with the shakes. Okay. I should have wrote what I wanted to say before I got on here, but we're already here, so let's get into it. So from this point on, I'm going to start vlogging like my weeks and stuff, or my days or whatever. There's little points of the day. Like, I'm living a chill life, but it's low-key about to start turning up. This weekend, I'm going to Atlanta, right? I'm also trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do there, because yeah, I lived there for 5 years, but it's just like, what the fuck? What would I want to do? And it's like, I don't know. So trying to figure that shit out now. For one, good morning. Today's Wednesday, the 14th, I think. I was practicing a zigzag stitch, but I didn't change out the foot of my sewing machine, so it fucked it up. So now I need to take the needle that I was using. I need to make sure it's still straight because it's still kind of acting a little janky. But it's so fucking hard to take out, so I got to do that. And then I need to start looking at music theory again. It's just, this week has just been nothing but me working, so I haven't been thinking of nothing else. But I need to kind of get back on my regularly scheduled program. But I'll probably be back there next week, or maybe even tomorrow. I got to figure out if I'm gonna work tomorrow or not, because I get paid by my actual job tomorrow. So depending on how big that check is will be determining if my ass is gonna be in my car driving the fuck around. I don't know. I guess I'll come back to y'all when I'm doing something important. This is probably a very unflattering angle for me, but we're gonna just keep going because I need to drive. Today is Friday of the same week, obviously, and we're going to Atlanta. Or more specifically, we're going to Sandy Springs. I say Atlanta just because, I mean, it don't matter if I tell you the actual city now. It's not like I live there. It's not like I'm going to go back there, you know, like to live there. So yeah, we're going to Sandy Springs. I gotta figure out if I gotta when I get there, I'm gonna eat. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna eat at my favorite spot, which is this like Japanese place called Fudo, or if I'm gonna go hit Wingstop, because I keep seeing people talk about Wingstop and I'm like, damn, that does sound kind of good. And I don't like my hometown that has a Wingstop, but you know, you can't be trusting everybody, you know, like just not every like restaurant or like franchise is good. So it's just like I heard too many iffy things about that one specific restaurant, so I don't want to try it. I don't want to waste my time with it. And Wingstop is expensive. Wingstop be like $20 for one person, or like $15, but still, it's just like I'm not trying to, you know, waste all that money. So I'm gonna debate which one I'm gonna go see, and then I'm probably gonna go to the fabric store. I'm supposed to hang out with my friend Tati today. I have two friend Tatis. I don't know if I'm gonna hang out with the other Tati today. But yeah, check into where I'm staying, you know, things of that nature. And then tomorrow, I'm supposed to have breakfast with my friends. My friends Aisha, and then I'm probably gonna go to the Asian market. And I still don't know whether or not if I'm gonna stay for the whole weekend, or if I'm just gonna stay, basically like go today and then come back tomorrow. So I don't know what type of thing I'm gonna be on, but just going, you know, for the whimsy. I said I want to add more whimsy back into my life. Why not do this? So just want to keep y'all updated. So yeah. Cool. So I look how I feel. Awesome. I've been in Atlanta for like 2 hours. Originally, I was gonna go to one of my favorite Japanese spots called Fudo. But it's like I acknowledged that today was Friday, but I didn't acknowledge that today was Friday because everybody and their mom is out. But it's Friday up, you know, and this is a busy like area. And then it's holiday season, so it's like a shit ton of people who are gonna be out. So I just didn't register that. So I was thinking it's gonna be chill. I have on like this type of bodysuit that I usually wouldn't be comfortable with, you know, wearing out. This shows a lot of body that I don't like to really show. At least not right now. No, in general, I don't like showing stuff like this. But I'm like, you know, it's Friday. People gonna be at work. People gonna be at school. Wrong. Everybody and mama's out. So when I went there, I was just like, I don't really feel like dealing this. So it took, like, you know, I don't feel like being so out in public. And I know the restaurant's gonna be busy. And then I'm sitting there eating by myself. This is gonna be weirder. I just ended up driving around to where the hotel that I'm staying at is. And I got some food there. I tried some African food for the first time. Some egusi, fufu. It was good. I say what goes with the fufu was my favorite part. It was very flavorful, of course. The fufu, the texture is good, and I understand it's not supposed to have a taste, but it was just like, honestly, it tastes exactly how I expected. I'm not the biggest fan. I wouldn't even say I'm not the biggest fan, because I would still continue to eat it, but it's not like, oh my god, this is crack. The sides make it, obviously, but it's just like, the fufu itself is straight. I'm sitting here at a park, but it's a park, but it's not a park, because like there's literally buildings behind me, so it's just like, how are you considering this a park with buildings? But it's pretty. My social battery died, basically, so it's just like, kind of just like bleh. I don't know, it's like Atlanta has positive and negative connotations with me, because for 2018, I moved here for college. January 3rd, 2018, I moved here. Hold on, I wish I could like put y'all down. Hold on, we're gonna have to be sideways, I guess. I look fucking terrible. Like, I don't know, my eyes just look so dark. I low-key look like evil. Like, what the hell? But it's like, I don't know, it's only like in the light I look normal, but like in the dark I look like I'm about to sell your soul. I don't know. I could have did this the whole time. Is this gonna have to wait? Is it gonna? This would be the hard part about being a fucking creative, bro. Like a digital creative. It'd be just setting up. Okay, I'm cool with this position. Okay, so I moved to upwards North Georgia when I was 18. Like I said, January 3rd. That was in 2018, funnily enough. Yeah, so I was still 18. And okay, I'm not gonna keep saying funnily enough. That when I first moved there, I stayed with 3 other girls. 2 of the girls that I'm actually gonna hang out with today are the people who like I first met when I got here. And I guess because when I got here, I made friends so fast. I made friends with my roommates. I was like, okay, cool. Hung out with them, and then honestly, the end of 2018, I moved into like, it's like student housing for like college students called Westmar. I stayed there, but I don't know, like at that time in my life, I was like on a weird kick where I just kind of stayed to myself a lot. I mean, shit, I still do that to today. I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want to be so secluded anymore. Like, I want to, you know, get out there and talk to people. But it's just like, I don't know. Because you don't want to talk, you don't want to like go to somebody and they be like, what are you talking to me for? Because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I'll be that person who I'm just like, what are you talking to me for? But like, I won't say it to them, but sometimes I'm just like, what vibe? You know, sometimes you're just not in the mood. I understand that, you know, sometimes people just ain't in the mood for certain things. It's just weird, you know, because to be here and not live here, I've done a solo trip by myself before. Like, I went to Panama City, Florida, and I found shit to do. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's just finding the things to do. But it's like, I like to be alone. It's weird. Like, in my day-to-day life, I'm cool with being alone, but like when I'm out, like for like recreational and stuff, I kind of want to do stuff with people, because it's just kind of fun to have somebody, you know, to share that experience with. And it's like when you're doing it by yourself, it's just like, who are you sharing the experience with? Or it's just like you're just you know, in your own head and your own thoughts. And I be in my own head and my own thoughts a lot. I'm planning a trip to go to Orlando sometime next year, maybe spring or fall. I don't know when. I need to figure out how long I want to be there. I was gonna say a week, but it's like, girl, you be doing too much. Like, why you need to be there for a week? Maybe 4 days. I think 4 days is a sweet spot. I might just do 4 days. and I might just invite all my friends, even though, I don't know, I just want to kind of get out there and be more social, so that when I do these things like that, it's like, if I want to, I can have people who I can meet up and talk to. And it's not even like I don't have people in Atlanta I can meet up and talk to, but I just be like, I don't feel like it. And then it's like, you don't feel like making the effort, and now you're talking to a camera at the park, or you're like, I don't know, but it's like traffic drain my social battery, and it's just the whole driving around, because there's so many things I wanted to do today. Like, I was going to eat at Fudo or Wingstop, and then I was going to go to the fabric store, and then, oh my god, how crazy would it be if somebody just, let me make sure my door locked, how crazy would it be if somebody just like came up while I'm talking? That'd be fucking terrifying. I don't know, y'all. It's like like, I obviously know depression, doesn't like ever leave if you truly experience it. It's just like, becomes more bearable. But in certain situations, I definitely feel it more. And like, I battle with being alone versus being lonely. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this out there, because I don't really like telling my feelings for real, because it's just really intimate. What has actually been like really fucking me up is North Georgia, Atlanta, because like, I say Atlanta, but obviously I know like I'm not in Atlanta right now. Like, I think I'm in Norcross. But this kind of being up in this area, for one, after so many months, like I haven't lived here since July, and then at that point I remember telling people like, this don't even feel like home anymore. But it's like, when I was driving up here, it's like, it does feel like home. I don't know, I guess I'm just trying to find myself. And I guess at one point I did find myself, but I lost myself into my relationship, which everybody fucking, it's the whole common thing. Is my voice shaking too? This is supposed to be a fun trip. I know what I want to say. I'm just like, do I really want to say it? But I guess I could say it and just not post it. Being up here just makes me, especially because this trip was to go see my ex and hang out with him. And I guess I tried to tell myself that like, hey, fuck that nigga, blah, blah, blah. But I did see him as, like, I genuinely saw him as a friend. And it's just like, how he's been acting towards me lately is just, it hurts, because it's like, I broke up with him like around this time last year. We were broken up, and I broke up with him like 3 times. I broke up with him, I got back together with him, I broke up with him, I got back together with him, and I broke up with him, and I got back together with him. And then I had some delusional thing where I was like, because for a minute now, like, I want to move to Orlando. Like, hopefully after me, staying a year in my hometown, fingers crossed, not even fingers crossed, I'm gonna move to Orlando in a year. Like, let's get that shit out in the air. I'm gonna move to Orlando. And it's not like I'm gonna move, like, by the skin of my teeth. Like, I'm gonna comfortably be able to move me and my dog to Orlando, 100%. For a second, it was like, I feel like I was telling him a dream, because even now, I don't see me and my ex getting back together. Like, for sure, 100%, I didn't. The last time I broke up with him, I told myself, like, you break up with him again, like, you can't keep, playing with that man's feelings. So I was just like, okay, I broke up with him for sure. I was like selling a dream, like, okay, like, let's both of us move to, Orlando as friends, and we can this and this, like platonic soulmates. But it's just like, my bad, y'all. It was a police car, and I didn't want them to come up and fuck with me, for any reason, just because I'm black. Because I'm at a park, I'm at a public place, but still, I just, the type of person I am, I try to stay friends with my exes, because I feel like I've only had 2 boyfriends, for one, and we were friends before we started dating. Really, with him, I don't even consider us friends, because, not to be vulgar, but it's like, I don't know, it moved way too fast for what the fuck it was. And then I had the tendency to like enrapture myself into my relationships, so I ended up losing myself into the relationship. So it's like, as I'm aging, as I'm growing and shit, it's like I'm changing as a person and all this shit. And it's like, my mental health already wasn't the best. He wasn't helping my mental health at all. Like, he was a really, really big damper on my mental health. And I don't want to put all the blame on him, because like, that's not realistic. But I just think to my, like, of course I don't like to woulda, coulda, shoulda, but I just feel like, because it doesn't help anything. So I don't even want to dip into that. But it's nothing crazy. It's just recording. What did you think was gonna happen? Let me act like I
Okay, I thought somebody called you.
No, I was like, because I'm supposed to be vlogging my experience, even though this is a shitty experience. I'm in my hotel room. I'll give y'all a tour in a second. This is Tati. Yeah, everybody say, hey, Tati.
What's good?
Okay. So I'm supposed to be messing with the other Tati later. What the fuck? And the Tati that y'all just saw, her cousin's on the way. So let's see what happens. What the fuck? Oh, the tour. Give me a second. All my shit everywhere. Yeah. Bam.
If I throw up, I swear to God.
Ignore her.
You be punching the wall.
I'd rather you do that than have a seizure.
A seizure? We eat those.
What? Huh?
We eat those for breakfast.
Okay. He's here. Yay. Oh shit.
Yeah, I got that Dutch.
Okay. God damn. We trying to figure out what we about to eat, and we're waiting on Tati's cousin, and yeah. Hey y'all, and good morning. Today is the next day. Clearly, man, I got home at like 2, went to bed at like 2:45. Like woke up at like 7. No, really woke up at like 6:30. And I'm told I meet my friend Aisha for breakfast. Fingers crossed, like yesterday ended off really good. So fingers crossed, like today will start off really good since I meet my friends. I'm more than likely leaving today. I just don't know what time I'm leaving today, so I gotta figure that out. But done with the hotel for now. Tati's taking a shower, and we're gonna get this room together a little bit, and then we're on the fucking way out. So technically, I never said that I was gonna take y'all to breakfast with me. Did I? Right, I'm gonna look at the clip. We'll know by then. I look fantastic in this fucking light. Wow, why can I not look like this all the time? Y'all know how dark my eyes was looking yesterday. Like, what the hell? But yeah, so I'm outside of the fabric store right now. It's called Fine Fabrics. I think it's in Norcross, if you know where that is. I think either Norcross or Chambly. I don't know. It's in that vicinity of each other. I don't have any intention of buying shit. I just want to kind of walk around, see what they have in store, and just kind of, bullshit. I'm debating when I'm gonna leave or when I'm not gonna leave. So trying to figure that shit out now. So let's go inside, and I will actually take y'all along. But the reason why I ain't show y'all breakfast is because, like, when you ain't meet up with somebody you ain't talked to in a while, it was like, as soon as I saw her, we just started talking. I forgot, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot I was a YouTuber. So, but I got y'all when we go in the store. So let's go ahead and go in the store. I probably spent like 15 minutes in there. It is so cold in there. It's like, I guess they for sure don't have no air conditioning, so it's just like you and like, it's a big ass warehouse. Like, I might show y'all outside, but it's big as hell, and it's just rows and rows of fabric. It's like the outside, like the end caps, it has like categorized, like if it's like, sheer fabric, polyester, cotton, things of that nature. it was so cold in there, and it's like low-key, like I've been in there before, so it's like, okay, cool. Like I said, like I told myself, if I, if I'm doing a project and in my hometown I can't find the fabric that I want, and I don't want to wait to order it, I can just, pop up here or some shit and grab it. I don't know, for like a trip, I don't know, but it was just like, it's cool. I know it's in that bitch. I've been in there before. I literally bought things from here before. I'm like, I'm cold. I'm low-key trying to just waste time, because if I find something to do, I'm just gonna take my ass home. But the last thing I gotta do before I get here is go to H Mart and get some Korean barbecue stuff, because I want to have that this week. I have an Asian market in my hometown, but I gotta marinate the meat, and I ain't trying to be doing it. I just want to, like, I mean, it's cold enough in this car, but I'm not trying to have raw meat in my car for hours. So I'm trying to think of something to do before I go to the Asian market. So, ciao. Hey y'all, so a lot have, it's dark. Oh. I would turn a light on my car, but that, like, draw attention to you, and I'm not trying to have people in my business. But a lot has happened. I mean, a lot, but like a little has happened. I decided I'm just gonna stay in Atlanta for another night. I just gotta handle some more stuff. I really just been chilling, just been driving around, shooting the shit. Nothing really crazy. I'm hanging out with my friends, one of the Tatis today, so hang out with her tonight, and we're gonna eat some sushi and chill and just like kiki and shit. So nothing too crazy. Hello, so this is editing Brianna, editing this footage. There were certain things that I took off just because looking at it now, it just makes me uncomfortable, and I don't even want that medium to be out there. Like, after I done edit this video, I delete the old video, so like that shit won't even be there. I don't even want to just like take the negative energy from that video and then transfer it to another video. So it's just like, I'll put, what I feel like kind of gets a message across on here, but I'm not about to put me fucking doing my video diary for the day in the fucking video. That's just not gonna happen. But I do appreciate y'all for watching, and I think the vlogs from this point on are like light and airy, so I think I'm back to me, I guess. So yeah.